Anything goes with Alex and Dan. This the podcast that you need. You just gotta tune in. Let's go. Anything goes. A couple of guys that keep the convo popping. Intellectual, thought-provoking, interesting, and sometimes choking. Hey, sharing their opinions. Join in and listen. Let's go. All about connection. You really just don't know what you're missing. Anything goes with Alex and Dan. Let's go.
Perfect.
All right, Discord's being captured. My voice is being captured. Everything's being captured. We're chilling.
Woot woot. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
We gotta do a little dance. We're back. Anyways, wow, you're so excited. I don't even know why you're doing this.
Why?
All right, let's
Because
get
you
into
fucking
it. We got
begged
so
me.
much to talk to.
You begged me.
It's
to
been
do
so
this.
many weeks.
You're like, if you don't do this,
I threatened you with my Armenian mob.
that's exactly what I said.
Is it really?
No.
Oh. You know, I
heard
wasn't
me say
listening to
that.
you.
If I said that, you would have heard me say that.
I wasn't listening.
You know,
Anyways.
it's a trend with you.
Okay, so let's get into it, man. So it's been, how many weeks has it been? You know, did you lose count after 2?
No, I'm fixing levels. That way it's good for you. When you do things.
Oh, do you want my mic closer?
No. It's,
I'm
I
just
was
chilling.
too quiet. I was too quiet.
Okay. I leveled it, so
Okay.
it should be fine either
It should
way.
be. We'll figure it out. Well, you'll figure it out. I was told it's all good, so we're good.
Cool.
So it's been probably 4 weeks.
Last podcast we did, I was in the middle of all whatever, and I got fired, and you still had a shitty job. Now, fast forward, how many more weeks? 4 or 5? It's all different now.
Is it different?
Now you work at the same place with me again.
It's wild,
you
right?
missed me
I
so
missed
bad.
you so much.
You're like, I just want my work cuddles again, and I was like, well, come work
Nope.
with me.
That's not what I said at all. You didn't even really give me the job, technically.
No, I never. Are you kidding me? I was trying to get him to not give you the job.
I actually believe you, though.
No, I would never. In all seriousness, I would not be like, no.
I mean,
know
I
you're a
would if
good
it was
worker.
true. Like, if I really was a shitty worker, I would be like, hey, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, because...
But you're not that. You're the opposite of that.
Aw.
I mean, right now you're shitty because you don't know anything.
Right now, I feel... I was just thinking about this, like, talking about... I literally had this conversation with you to myself in the shower. Does that make sense? Like, I knew
Yes,
we were
it
going to talk
does.
about this. So, like, I hate what I am doing right now. Not what I am doing right now, but the fact that I work with 2 people who's been there, and I'm surrounded by people who's been there each 5+ years, and I'm standing there with my hands in my pockets like a fucking kid looking at shit.
Yeah.
Some guy made a comment today. He was like, well, I wish I could be that comfortable in my 3rd day of work. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I wasn't. All right. There's literally nothing for me to do because I don't know dick.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. I felt the same exact way the first week I was there too. Everybody that's there just seems like they've been there forever. And it's
do they understand it though? Like, do they understand
Yeah,
that they're just kind of...
they understand it, and they are going to talk. This is how it is. It's a shop. They're going to
Okay.
talk.
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
Especially
Okay.
the guy. I know who you're talking about. He's going to do it.
The guy at the end with the beard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's
All right.
just it is what it is.
Okay.
There's been when I first started there were people that were pissed off because I just got directly hired in, and then I'm sitting there on day 3 going, so what do I do? I just got lucky. I got with a dude that was a veteran, and he was very, very just like, okay, this is exactly how it works. This is how you do it. He was very detailed and was like, he acted like I never did it before, and I was like, thank you. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it the way you guys do it. I don't want to do it that way and then say, oh, you suck because this is wrong. He was like, no, I want you to use this and do that.
Is it that much different? Like night and day?
For some things, I guess. I mean, yeah, kind of. Like setting either a platform or a utility body, they're both different processes.
Yeah.
use different materials, different hardware. I mean, you looked at it, you've seen it
Yeah.
by now. It's just it's different. It's not anything that's crazy. Like I've never seen this before.
Did you get a new headset?
No,
Oh, okay.
this is still the same one. You just haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. I haven't.
But it took me time. It took me a while. Like literally coming home on I remember my third or fourth day coming home going, I don't think I was like, I didn't fit in. I felt like that. I didn't fit in. I didn't know what I was doing. What am I doing to myself? Why am I here?
Yeah. Why am I
It's
doing
just
this
because of
again?
the change, and it's
You know you're still in the work zone when you still have your side shields on.
dude. I know. I don't take these off during the week. I can take them off now though. But
I mean, I don't care. I was just,
it cracks me up though because I do have these on pretty much until Friday, or depending on if we work or not, and I'll take them off on like for the weekend, and then Sunday night put them back in because I don't know. I just forget about them. I get so used to having them on. I don't even notice it.
it's so funny because they sold me with the 4 days a week.
Oh yeah, we won't be doing that for a while. I
Fucking
did the
sold
same
me on
thing.
it. I sold that with my wife too. I was like, I get to work 4 days a week. I'm making a little bit more money. You get to work more days a week because you get to work 3 days instead of 2. I was like, we're gonna be good. And then now, but I heard that sometimes you guys just get out at noon instead of staying all the way till 2:30. So I was like,
Yeah, it's
if I get out at noon, my kids are barely fucking crawling out of bed around that time. Like I'm good. Like from 6 to 12. Oh, count me in. I'm here. I mean, that's shit. I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah. There's times. Even truth video is not bad. At least it's not a full day. It is technically, but when you've worked 10s all week, you're like getting out at 2:30. You're like, oh hell yeah, this is nice.
What really for me so far, only because I'm standing around doing nothing. What makes the day goes by really slow is 2 breaks.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it.
That's another thing I had to get used to too. When I was started working now, it's like after lunch, and I'm sitting there, and it goes like 2:30 ish, and I'm like, "You got another break coming?" They're like, "No." And I'm like,
Break?
"What?" But it's the funny difference is like you're not gonna get if you go. And like, if you go take a bathroom break, or if you take a break anytime during that second half, they're not really gonna say nothing. I know people that go take smoke breaks and shit whenever. Like, as long as they get their shit done and do what they got to do, it's
That's what the kid I'm working with now. Obviously, no names, new place.
right. Yes.
The kid I'm working with now, he pretty much was like, as long as your shit stays above 80 to 85%, no one's gonna talk to you. You could do whatever. You could fall. He's like, I've seen people fall asleep under trucks, and as long as their efficiency is good, not a person says anything about it.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Pretty much.
and I'm like,
you'll definitely get shit talked to by the boss, but it
oh,
won't mean
dude,
anything.
when he walks by and he hits you with the, are you finished with that yet? Are you finished with that yet? Perfectly fine. Like, I'm good with that. I'm like, yeah, I'll be done tomorrow, or next week or something like that. And then you knocking out 2 a day when I'm used to seeing you set 1 body a day. That's like I see you pull trucks in and out, and I was like, God damn, Dan can actually work.
When I get in the zone, because I'll just be in my own zone, man. I got my little my earbud in, and I ain't gotta fucking worry about 4 other people and what they're doing and why they're doing it.
I think that's the best thing. So apparently the kid I'm working with now heard that I'm going to be going on the other side and possibly getting my own thing. I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'll be doing over there. I don't know. I mean, I told them what I know how to do or what I have experience with. So if they choose to utilize that, that's on them.
The way it went for me, I literally learned every kind of platform there was. All I did for 6 weeks, I did platforms. I even did a dump body with this dude. They put me in my own bay. The first thing I did was a utility. And I was like, oh, I haven't done one yet. And they're like, ask the dude next to you. And I'm like, hey, dude next to me.
That would be the worst.
Oh, it was great because I mean, it wasn't. He literally was like, "Okay, yeah," just he was super cool about it. He went up to me and he went over there. He's like, "This, and this, and this, and when you're done with it, if you have any questions, just come get me. If not, do it."
I've noticed
And it
that
was
about
like-
nearly everybody there is they're like, here's the shirt off my back. Anything you need, just let me know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard-
for the most part.
yeah, I was gonna say I've heard there's some sticks in the mud, but I mean you go anywhere
It's
they're
a
there.
workplace, so
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I heard that
But-
they're the predominantly older ones who've been there, 1,000 years. So like I get it, but like one of the kid, I don't know. It's just the experience that I've had with people that's around me so far has been good.
Good.
Even the
That's
boss,
good.
man, he'll come up and bust my chops, and he's just like, the general manager walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, you left early yesterday, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I had my appointment booked since Christmas." He was like, "Mark didn't tell you?" I was like, "Tell me what?" And he was like, "We don't allow tattoos here." And I was like,
"Oh no,
"What do you mean?" And he was like, "You can't have that." And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you." And he was like, "I'm just kidding." And I was like, "Wait a minute." I was like, "My boss is covered in tattoos. What do you mean no tattoos?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm just messing with you." And I was like,
He's low key funny as hell because he's the GM can literally go up to you because you won't. You'll see him once, you'll see him here walking around, but very rarely is he gonna like stop and really have a conversation. And when he does, it's always just like hilarious. But he's just dead on, like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not allowed." And you're like, "Wait, what? Really?" And then he's just like, "Ah, I'm fucking with you."
no, but I heard that him and our old GM are like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I also heard that our old GM called this new place about me.
Of course, it was about you.
I couldn't.
You're the reason why everybody's freaking out. You were the straw. They were like, "Okay, seriously, this is
They're like,
what,
"Alex
number 4 or
quit?"
5."
Dude, when I went up there and told our old GM, he looked at me and I was like, "Yeah, I'm putting my 2 weeks notice." He was like, "Why?" And like in my head, I'm like, if you need to ask me why,
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
was that in your head, or is that what you told him?
Of course, no, I didn't tell him that.
I
don't believe in burning bridges."
Oh, because I just don't wanna.
No, I
look
told
at
him
no
straight
more."
up. I was like, you guys are just like, you guys are bending people over and just. I think. So I had a conversation with our old immediate supervisor, and after everything was said and done, I put in my notice. Everybody found out about it as far as management and what management will call them. He was just like, "Why? Why?" And I told him, and I told him the truth. I was like, "I don't like the way that they're doing you." Essentially, I was like, "They're making your life shit, which then makes my life shit." And my life is more important than building these trucks. I was like, if I come into work and I can feel the happiness getting drained out of me because of the meetings people had the day before, I don't want to fucking work here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, so I gave him the 2 weeks notice, and I was going to work all 2 weeks. I was actually going to leave Thursday. That way I could get my tools over to the new shop Friday, because I figured you guys are going to work Friday and then be good on Monday. Tuesday came around. No, what happened was it was Monday. Monday came around, and as I don't know if I told you on stream or in person because I didn't want to tell anybody, but our 2 immediate first bosses at the old job had me apply for the supervisor job.
How
So-
long ago?
I would have to say beginning of this year.
So both of them went up to you and said, "Do it."
Yes.
Okay.
They're the ones that told me to hand my resume to HR.
Was it after you asked about it, or did they literally go up to you and say,
I
"We
don't
want you"?
know. I can't remember if I asked about it. I can't remember what brought the conversation up, but them two are
Okay.
the one that told me to do it.
Gotcha.
So I hand it in, and I wait and I wait and I wait, and then our immediate one, the first one, comes up. The supervisor comes up to me and says, "I need you to stay after work today because we're going to do your interview." And he was like, "Be ready because there's going to be people in there." So I wait after work. I was like, "Do you want me to go change? What do I need to do?" He's like, "No, just show up." So I went up into the sales office. I sat there while other interviews happened. I sat there while meetings happened. I had my interview probably at like 3:15. I was in that interview
When
room.
did you get out?
Huh?
That was 2:30 that day.
Yeah.
So you 45 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, roughly. I waited half hour to 45 minutes. I did not leave until 4:30.
Oh, that's a rough one.
So, no, it was good. It was one of
Was
the
it?
best interviews I've ever had in my life. They asked me
I can't
situation.
stand more than 5 minutes.
No,
for an
man.
interview.
They asked me
"Are we done yet?"
situational questions. What would you do if this person fucked up? What would you do if you asked
Okay.
one of the guys that's been here 25 years to do something and he pretty much tells you no? What do you do? What do you do if someone starts yelling at you in the shop? What do you do? And I gave all of the correct answers that they were looking for because they didn't. The only one that they corrected was if someone starts yelling at the shop, what's the first thing you would do? And my answer was let them just do it. Because at the end of this conversation, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to apologize, or two, I'm going to walk you out. That's what's going to happen. And they were like, yes, but first you want to get them off the floor. That way they're not doing it in front of people. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, I should have said that. I meant to say that, but I'm not going to let somebody fucking yell at me in front of 30 people. But as far as that goes, they talked to me and interviewed me for an hour. So then
So it went well.
it went fantastic. At least I thought. So
Yeah.
then I leave, and then I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything, to the point to where I thought they did it just to dangle a carrot in front of my face.
Yeah.
To the point to where I went to Andy and I was like, I want to know if you know about this. And he was like, yeah, I heard it went great. I know. I know. So he sat me down. And he was like, I can't hire you or anybody else until I have interviewed enough people. And I'm like, that sounds kind of dumb. You clearly need somebody to help out our supervisor. He needs someone to help him out. He should not have to be doing all of this by himself.
Right.
And then you're just not going to hire somebody. So fast forward, nothing. I hear nothing. The week, I gave my 2-week notice on Monday. The following Monday, a new supervisor starts
No
to cover this outside of the shop. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. That Tuesday at 8:00, I walked out. I walked up to the guy's name that starts with a D, and I said, I think it's time for me to go. I was so mad when he started that day. So mad. Because then I have a conversation, because I have a conversation with our supervisor the next day. I was on break. He came up to me. He was like, he like talked to me. He wanted to talk to me. I wouldn't want to say he wanted to convince me. And I also don't want to say that he asked me, but he asked me to stay.
Yeah.
And
which honestly, okay, so for that particular company is unheard of.
That's, dude, when I
like,
told,
it really is.
because I told Tim and Ed the day I was doing it.
Yeah.
And they were like, it was nice working with you. They're going to walk you out.
Right.
And I was
what they do.
Every single day I was coming to work going, today's the day. Today's the day. I get walked. Nothing.
Wow.
Even our GM was like, I want you to have an exit interview with HR and tell us what's going on.
Yeah, because it's been going on for so long that they're finally. Well, you even put it in their head, didn't you? Aren't you? Oh, wait, no, you said you didn't say that.
What?
You just thought it.
Yeah.
If I need to tell you, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, but I did tell him the whole thing about what they're doing with our supervisor.
Yeah.
How their lack of, I don't want to say skill, but the way of doing things is hindering the company more than it's benefiting.
Mm-hmm.
I told him this. I told our general manager this to his face, and he was like, "Well,
Yeah.
why don't you sit down with HR or even me if you feel comfortable? You don't even have to give names." And I'm like, I shouldn't have to.
Right,
You have
right.
management meetings every single day at 2:30. This stuff needs to be discussed. And if your guys down at the bottom are going, everything's fine, which I don't believe they are, because I don't believe that our supervisor at that time does that. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what he's like in front of them and then what he's like in front of us. So I'm only like assuming, but I mean, who knows? So yeah, that Tuesday I was like, I'm done. You guys went. And I didn't, and even up until they hired the supervisor, not a fucking word about it. Not a, hey, we're interviewing more people, you might want to get a second interview. Not a, hey, fuck you, hey, you don't get it, hey, we went with somebody. That fucking day he just randomly starts, and Dean walks up to me and goes, here's your new supervisor. Hey,
Hey,
this is Alex. And I'm like,
Did you shake his hand?
I sure did, because he didn't do nothing to me. You know,
No, exactly. Right.
and then he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, how long you been here?" And I'm like, "I was about 2 years." He's like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, and this week's my last week." He was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not." I was like,
Don't worry about it,
I was
buddy.
like, "Don't." I was like, and then he was like, I truly want to know. He's like, because if I'm gonna sign on to someplace for a long time,
I want to know why people.
I want to know why people are quitting, especially me who's been there 2 years. And I told him, I'm like, I believe now that you're here, if you can live up to your role, things are really gonna get better, because you can focus on one thing, our supervisor can focus on another thing, and finally things might elevating. But I'm like, I'm not gonna wait around for it, because that could take months.
True that.
And then
Yeah, for sure.
you heard they fucked over the QC guy, right?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
So he was gonna take Rebecca's job.
Okay.
Applied for it, interviewed it, had multiple interviews. They brought in somebody to replace Becca. Didn't even tell him. I'm telling you that
they don't
shit.
like promotions or something. Like, what?
Why would you not want to internal promote?
Exactly.
You got somebody
That
there
makes
that
no
knows to
sense
do.
to me.
Man, I hate companies that don't do that.
Yeah.
But as far as like the people at the company, I think them as people, our supervisor, above that, I think they're awesome people, but I think something at the top's got to change. That way people below them can actually do their job.
I mean, yeah. There's definitely. It just wasn't the best place managed wise. I don't know. I can't say shit. I just got fucking fired. I just stopped showing up.
Hey, I don't know.
They're just like, all right. All right. So enough about work. How about this? Did you know? Okay, so we have a YouTube page, right?
Mhm.
And we have it on Spotify and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Did you have you recently seen our YouTube page at all? One of our videos have been taken down.
For what?
I want you to guess what it's been taken down for.
Music.
No, because
Me.
yeah, exactly. You.
What'd I say?
100% you. No, okay, so basically I got on when I was messing with the other video. I went to the page because me neither. I haven't been looking at it.
I don't, yeah.
Our episode 8, the Cactus Isn't Real, the full episode, taken down for medical misinformation. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, so I look at the fucking mark, right? Or whatever it is. And it loads up the whole video. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to watch the whole fucking thing to figure out one little fucking thing that you said. Just give me the fucking clip notes, bro. But I was like, whatever. So, but I'm like, dude, how easy is it? We probably fucking mentioned the C word.
Yeah.
And that's enough to get us taken down off of it.
I bet you
Now,
it was.
I mean, but I think we've done it in multiple episodes. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. I
That's
think
wild.
we have been pretty. I know I have, and I know you have been pretty tame because you're streaming, and you're very just like conscious of what you say on your streams. For the most part, you're like, no, I'm not even going to talk about that because I know what the fuck is happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm on the internet. So I don't. I think we've
Cancelable.
been tame. So if we're getting taken down that easily off of fucking YouTube, because eventually we're just gonna get fucking content striked so much that it's just gonna go. We're gonna be red flagged. But I also looked at our Anchor. We are also allowed to put up this video right here
Mhm.
on the Spotify.
We can do video on Spotify.
So I was thinking, since our YouTube views doesn't count for our Anchor fucking views anyways, maybe keep the YouTube and just switch it to the Clips channel. And then
Kind of like
on our-
JRE did, right? Where he just went Joe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, if that's what he did, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he went specifically to Spotify, did the video, and then just post clips to this YouTube.
The only difference is we're not gonna get $50 million in
$100 million, but
it was
Uh-oh.
For 5 years. We're just doing it because it's easier for me.
Yeah, I'm good with it. You know what we should do is if we do have pretty good clips, we should post them on TikTok.
Okay.
Dude, TikTok is like the way to go.
Is it easy to like blow up on that or something?
I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's like my TikToks that I just have my clips, I think are at least almost all of them are over 500 views.
Really?
Yeah, if you just put a
Okay.
couple of hashtags in it, it'll just kind of make reels on Instagram, whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah, I'll have to make like an account for shit. I should start making an account for everything, TikTok and Instagram. I've never used Instagram. I don't even fucking know how to. I think it's pretty much the same as everything else, right?
Yeah, you just
Pretty
upload
much.
it and use a hashtag. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, fuck.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of because, like, obviously, I didn't get any kind of fucking content warning or anything on anything else. Just YouTube was like, no, we just took it down. Don't worry about it. I'm like, now I get why fucking big YouTubers that like actually make money off of this shit are like pissed or like, because that would have been like, let's say that whole
That's a
video.
couple $1,000s. I mean,
Yeah, they're just gone, and you can't appeal. You can appeal it, but they're just like, no.
of course,
Like,
the neighbor wants to mow their lawn as I'm recording a podcast with you.
we can't hear it anyways. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
I mean, there's 4 other people in my house right now, but fucking running around upstairs and shit. So background noise is gonna happen. That's life.
I am letting you know that your camera has been kind of periodically freezing. It's only done it twice right now. And I
Yeah.
have the thumbnail of the stream over here, and the stream is catching it. So when you upload this, you'll see your camera freeze twice so far.
Oh, guess what?
Don't give a fuck.
I do. I kind of do. I wish it wouldn't do that.
I
Why
mean,
is it freezing?
I don't
Fucking
know.
tell me.
I-
Technology. Take it apart.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Okay, you're good now.
Wait, so it did it again?
No. I
Oh.
was just saying it's not going to freeze anymore because I said stop it. So how long have you known about the strike thing? A while? Were you saving it for this podcast?
I learned about it when last week. Yeah, I was gonna tell you about it. Yeah, just some background shit, you know. Might as well fucking talk about it here. God damn it! I was. Oh, so did you hear about what happened yesterday?
At work?
No, this is like media bullshit.
Is it about Dave
Hollywood.
Chappelle?
Yeah.
Did you see what fucking oh my god, Chris Rock said?
Yeah.
So the
Chris
dude got
Rock just-
Was that Will Smith?
That's so fucking funny. So, if for anybody that doesn't know, Dave Chappelle yesterday, he's doing a festival, a comedy festival with a bunch of huge names. Who's on it? I know Jamie Foxx because he's the one that like.
I
saved his
actually
life.
didn't know he was doing it.
So Jamie Foxx was there, anyways. I don't know if he was or not. Chris Rock was there. Like I said, were they just hanging out? I don't know if they're part of it. It goes on all week, and it's still just going. They're like, "Fuck it, it's just some idiot." Dave Chappelle, bunch of big names, and it's like the Netflix is a joke.
I heard about that.
Now,
yeah.
is it going on Netflix? Is Netflix just joking about themselves? 'Cause-
Netflix is a joke, or Netflix? That's their actual Twitter name, I believe. Is Netflix is a joke?
Yeah, so they're just like, yeah, we know we suck, type of thing.
Did you see the video of the dude getting loaded into the ambulance?
Yeah, where his arm is literally like his shoulders up here. And he's fucking, dude, those security guards fucked him up, and I love it. Love it. But so Dave Chappelle was on stage doing his comedy yesterday in LA. Where are they at?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Hollywood
Anyways,
Bowl.
so
So yeah, they're at the
Hollywood Bowl,
they're in
yeah.
Hollywood.
And they're taping this fucking special, and around the end, this guy jumps up on stage and tackles him, and the first dude that's on top of him is Jamie Foxx.
Really?
And so yeah, Jamie Foxx, first dude on top of him is Jamie Foxx. So like Jamie Foxx saved him. But he didn't even get tackled. Like he kind of like got hit in the hip, and he like went
Shook him off.
sideways.
Yeah.
And was still up. And literally, by the time he's hit the ground, security's on top of him. Jamie Foxx is on top of him. They're beating the fuck out of him. And Dave Chappelle, within seconds, is like, Jamie Foxx always comes up in a sheriff's hat whenever anything wrong happens. And I'm like, dude, that guy doesn't fucking waste a moment.
Fucking
He's
Chris Rock
already
comes
making
out.
jokes.
Dude, and then Chris Rock does this thing. Dude, yeah, I only seen a small part of it. I haven't like
Yeah, I looked at it on break. I seen it on break today. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, apparently he had a fucking weapon, like a automatic discharge fucking knife and a gun and everything.
Switchblade where you just push the button and it shoots out.
Yeah, I
He had
guess.
a gun.
Yeah, he had like all kinds of shit going on. And I was like, damn, dude.
Man's woke up and
guess
chose
that-
violence. Holy shit.
Fucking for real. Well, it's Dave Chappelle. He's so controversial with his fucking comedy, but like, come on, dude. It's comedy.
I'm
Why
so
can't
sick of
people
this
understand?
controversial shit for comedians.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
unless it's someone sitting down like you and I, and they're like, I believe that the world is flat and made of tortilla shells. I believe it. That's what I stand for. If they're up on stage, their only goal on stage is to make people laugh. If I'm in the moment and I'm having some beers and somebody says, I wish someone would kill all of the brown-eyed people, I would laugh my fucking ass. I have brown eyes, and I would laugh my ass off. If it fit in the joke, you did your job. I paid you to make me laugh. You should not You should not watch a comedy special. You should not go see a comedian. You should stay off the internet if you cannot handle a fucking knife. Sorry, I read a chat. A joke.
A joke. Yeah.
Sorry, Gus said, reading the article, it was a replica gun with a knife inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. I very quickly skimmed through it, and I was just like, and it was a 15-minute break, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a funny topic.
Fucking, I'm gonna cancel this comedian because he said something offensive. Bitch, he's supposed to offend you.
Well, I'm just glad his arm looked the way it did after it was
Dude, he's
over.
sitting there,
I was like, that thing is
flopping it
cool.
around. He's like,
He was like that.
stupid.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Security team like that'd be nice.
Give me,
Chris
I
Rock
want to
is
know
probably
how he
like,
got
damn,
on the
I'm
stage.
jealous. What the fuck?
Yeah, what happened at the Grammys or the Oscars, Emmys, whatever the fuck they are? I want to know.
Man.
I want to know how that dude got on stage. Like, how did he get past whoever he got past?
I mean,
To climb up the stage. Like, usually they have a barrier in front, so they can't do that.
mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe that dude's just
especially at a big, like with big names
venue like that.
For
Yeah,
real.
he's a snake.
I don't know. Like, it fucking sucks because now it's getting to the point where fucking stand-up comedians have to be scared.
The motherfucker's
You
not
know?
scared. I wish somebody would have ambushed Joe Rogan.
No,
like
they're
that. He'd
not
have
scared,
fucking
but like,
kicked his ass.
you gotta think, like, especially like, I don't know, like, that would kind of fucking freak me out.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't know
dude got
what's
that,
gonna
he
happen.
could have stabbed me. He could have stabbed. I mean, really, they found a fake gun with a knife in it. Realistically, that dude got close enough to kill Dave Chappelle. I mean, it put me on edge. But I just read the Twitter article. Dave Chappelle's like, "Fuck it, the show's gonna go on." So I mean,
Oh yeah, he doesn't give no fucks. He's like, this is great.
Well,
I
they
love it.
I mean, what we don't know is behind the scenes they just hired 50 more security guards. So I mean, good luck.
Mhm. Yeah,
The dude missed his one chance if he was trying to do some harm.
he got fucked up.
Got fucked up.
Police are just like, they'll finish beating him for us.
Dave Chappelle should have been a real G and not press charges. He's like, nah, he's gonna have to look at his medical bills. He's gonna be in enough trouble. He's good. You live in
Oh,
America.
man.
He's gonna be paying lots of money.
Seriously, dude. Like, even with fucking insurance, it's insane. My youngest daughter just got, I don't know the name. There's a name for this procedure, but she had a lazy eye, and it was, I'm talking like the pupil went inside her fucking brain practically.
she was
Like,
she was
I'm like,
looking
dude, can
inside her
you
head,
like
yeah.
look at me with both eyes? I'd literally tell her, I'm like, look at me with both eyes, and she'd be like, okay. So,
World's greatest dad.
well, because I got her, so we finally got the specialist. I mean, for years we've been going through like different doctors. They're like, you have to patch it, you have to do this and that and the other. So she's been going through patches. She's been doing this
I remember you telling me she
Getting-
had to wear the patch for a while.
a
In one of
long
the podcasts,
time.
yeah.
And then even up to when she got it, she's like, she had to get when she get prescription glasses to try to straighten it out because they can't do anything for till a certain age and this and that and the other. So finally got to that point where it was straight enough to where they can actually operate on it. Because I'm talking, it was so bad that they had to they'd have to fucking take the eye out and just put a new one in. Like, so they're like, we have to strengthen her muscle enough to fucking at least let her use it. Because if we do it now, it's just literally gonna like wander around in there. And so finally we got to the point where it was strong enough she can use it and she can control it. And then we got the procedure done. And I'm talking, I had to do the whole fucking deposit. Like, I had to literally, they're like, you have two choices. You can pay half your deductible now and then pay the other half in payments, or you can pay the whole deductible now, and the deductible is $2,000, and that doesn't include what you're going to be charged after because it's only going to cover so much. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. So I gotta like sit there and put all my savings for my fucking daughter's eye.
How fucking dare she not have a strong eye, the little shit.
I know, but I'm so glad it happened and it went really well. And I'm like, I literally like the couple days after it was like healed and shit, I'm like, I'm so glad you can see me with both eyes. And she's like, me too.
We can finally, you can pass the field sobriety test now.
My kids are gonna be so fucking like
fucked up. Yeah.
No, yeah, well, yeah, because I fuck with them so bad, all of them. It doesn't matter, and they're just gonna be like, anybody can say whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't matter. My dad tells me that all the time. Whatever.
You're fat. You're like, yeah, no, my dad told me this morning. Like, yeah. Nice
Don't
try,
worry,
Jimmy.
I know.
Yeah, okay. Like my middle child, Violet, she'll walk up to me and she'll be like, Daddy. She'll look at me all sweet, and I'll be like, oh yes, princess. She'll look at me. She's like, you got a big old head. And I'm just like, you little
I love
princess.
It.
I was like, you know what? You know what's funny? I was like, you have my head, so you are in a rude awakening.
Right.
You're gonna have a nice, a little, probably maybe a petite body, and you're gonna have the fucking globe sitting on top of your shoulders. So I don't even want to fucking hear it.
You're not even gonna be able to balance
put a t-shirt on. You're gonna stretch the neck out every time you wake up and put a t-shirt on.
It's just gonna be like V-neck no matter what. My middle daughter is like she has a long ass face. It's like I tell her, I'm like, man, you know, the state of California is probably jealous of you. And she'd be like, wait. I would tell her, I'd be like, man, the state of California is probably jealous of you. And she'd be like, wait, what? And I'm like, because your face is so long. And she'd be like, whatever, dude. At least I don't have
Dad,
5
you're
chins,
dumb.
Dad.
You're like, my beard covers it, neither do I.
Yeah, I'm like, what chins? What are you talking about? She's like,
doing?
yeah, shave, I dare you. I'm like, oh, shit.
You're like, fuck, I don't wanna.
Got me. Yeah, no, they're fucking funny. It's cool when you have kids that you can fuck with and they just come back.
Yeah.
It took a while though. At first they're just like, oh, I didn't mean it. You're abusive.
Call CPS.
What do you think about the Johnny Depp case with Amber Heard?
I hope that they're dog walking her right now.
Have to he has to win. If he doesn't win at this point, there's a problem.
I am surprised the judge just haven't been like, you know what, guys?
I'm done.
You just objected your own question. Like, get out.
4 times.
4 times. Hearsay. Objection. Hearsay.
That's all he says through the whole fucking
hearsay.
There was a video of the judge like after like the first couple days, like it's the end of the day, and then just cuts to the judge, and she looks dead inside. She just takes off her glasses. She's like, "Oh my god!" It's so funny. She's like, "Why did I fucking take this case?" I like, why is Amber Heard such a piece of shit though? Like, is she the one that sued him? Oh, you're in the fucking. She did. Okay. For like millions of dollars. Okay, I'll keep talking. Yeah, go do your fucking thing. So Amber Heard fucking sues him for millions of dollars. And he has literally no evidence of abuse. Like, they have nothing. They even there's oh man, I shouldn't even be talking about this. I don't know my shit. There's like clinic that she would, one of her main pieces of evidence is a doctor that's supposed to have given her like a paper that said, yeah, she's gone through this kind of abuse and this and that and the other. And they call her on a Zoom live at the trial. And the doctor straight up is like, you know, they start questioning her, saying, is this your name? And, you know, normal shit, getting ready. And they're like, okay, so did you give her the portfolio with this much information in it? And she's like, no. And they're like, what? They literally say, what? And she's like, no, I only give those to people with signs of domestic abuse. There was no evidence of domestic abuse in this relationship from her. And then they kind of stopped for a second. They were going to have her repeat it. But then they just straight up, one of the people in the background cut it off. Straight up cut the video feed off and was like, the lawyer was like, okay, so we're going to go to section 3. Totally was like, erase. We fucked up. Nope. And move on. And it cracks me up that, like, not only is it stupid to sue someone that didn't really fucking do anything to you in the first place and just lie about it, it was really stupid to get a lawyer as bad as that one. It's kind of sad when you have your lawyer is panicking and doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, or she, or whoever. I don't even fucking know. And then you have Johnny Depp's lawyer, who Johnny Depp literally doodles faces on and gives them to the lawyer and was like, hey, you like that drawing? And the lawyer's just like, yeah, that's pretty good, man. And they're like fucking around. They don't even have to try.
Johnny Depp's?
Johnny Depp's lawyer's not even,
They're
they
not
don't even
even
have to
trying.
try.
Yeah.
They don't have to. Like, they're just like, this dude's fucking it up for himself.
I mean, how do you get a recording of yourself saying, tell everybody that I beat the shit out of you and also I shit on your side of the bed?
Well, it's super easy. The other person has a phone and they push a record button and then keep it in their pocket. And it is what it is. Like, that's as simple as that. Because I really don't think she knew that she was getting recorded, but
I don't think either of them did in any of the situations that they were talking.
well, I don't know. Either way, I just think it's.
My favorite.
I think it's a good thing that it is going the way it is, because I'm glad that it. I don't know, like, there's so many times where there have been, you know, relationships where the men are abused. Physically, fucking mentally, whatever. And
Will Smith's getting fucked up by Jada right now. I mean,
right now, it's been fucking 17 years.
I love the meme because apparently Jada didn't like the fact that Will stood up for her at the whatevers. The meme went around and was like, yeah, she was like Jada, like a thought bubble or something like that. And it was like, yeah, you slapped him, but Tupac would have shot him. And I'm just like,
oh, because they used
to. God.
God damn it. Were you mad at Will Smith for doing that shit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't mad at him. I just was like, what the fuck,
I was
dude?
disappointed. I was like,
yeah. He really fucked up there. That was a bad choice, man. Bad choice. Yeah. I really admire the fucking professionalism of Chris Rock. He didn't say anything. Even when he went on tour, he was like, we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
We're going to do, I wrote this show, man. This is what I have. And then he didn't talk about it. And he didn't fucking stop. He didn't like get all pissy about it. He didn't press charges, at least not yet. He's still got 90 days. Who knows?
Well, and I don't think he will. I
mean, look at him now. Look at Will Smith. He fucking is canceled off of every Netflix show that he was about to make. He's canceled, just like Amber Heard is about to be.
Oh, because did you see that there's a $2.5 million petition to get her removed from the Aquaman movie, the new one?
3 million signed already.
3
million signed to get her fired. They already said no, we're cutting you to like barely make anything already. And then now there's a petition saying, no, get her off I don't want to see her on the screen, or I will not watch the movie.
Wild, dude.
Well, it's just like when people get fucking canceled, it's kind of insane. Like, don't know the name of the movie, but Kevin Spacey made a movie. Like, they made a movie, and then the whole thing with what he did went to surface. But they were like, "Well, we made the movie, so we gotta like still release it." They released it, and they still had his name on it, his fucking face on the poster, this and that and the other, right?
Yeah.
Take a guess on how much that movie, and I'm talking, there was a star-studded cast. I never watched the movie. I don't even know the name of it. I don't remember. But it was like big people. I just heard about this story. How much do you think that they made on the first weekend, opening weekend?
$200K.
3 days. $600. The first day, $105. That was a $17 million budget movie. when you fucking like that,
$600, that's one movie theater.
but the shit that Kevin Spacey did is obviously way bigger than fucking a slap in the fucking Oscars, right?
Yeah.
Like, that shit's fucking terrible. That he should, I don't even want to talk about it. But like, when people do stuff like that, it fucks with you, man. Especially when you're big like that. He's gonna be fucked for years. Obviously, people are gonna forget about it. People should have already forgot about it.
From the Oscars for 10 years.
10 years. He pretty much chose to do.
That's
well, here's the thing. He probably doesn't care about that. That's whatever.
Well, he won his first Oscar that night.
He won his first Oscar, and he's like, "Oh, fuck it." He knows he fucked up.
Yeah,
I would think he did. I mean, he acts like he knows he fucked up.
Well, he checked into like mental shit. Like apparently Jada fucked him up so bad. He clocked out.
Yeah, I mean, isn't he in India right now or some shit?
I don't know. I've only caught what of like. I hope so. Fuck, his entire family's nuts. Oh, I hear that like Jaden's like he's a fucking stand-up dude. So much stuff with charities and. Apparently he's
he did a lot of. He was a big part of the Flint water crisis when he put a bunch of the water stands in like the schools and stuff back when so they can actually still have drinking water and have a open school.
I think that's dope.
He did a lot of that stuff like years ago, so that's cool. I don't know anything. I don't really know about him that well. I know that he's done some like questionable things though. They all kind of seem fucking nuts. That'll do it though. Like the biggest fucking family in Hollywood, other than the Kardashians, and let's see how fucked up they are.
They pay for all of it.
Yeah. Oh shit! So what took you so long to get home today, man? What's going on?
A half-hour drive for me. I drive all the way out to Davison.
Oh, it's a half-hour drive.
Man. Well, especially like prime time, about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Exactly, it's right on fucking rush hour.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's a bit of a drive for me. I mean, even in the mornings, it takes me 20-25 minutes.
Does it?
Yeah. According to my GPS, it's 25 minutes. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you still look like you smell like fucking cat pee, so you didn't have to fucking shower or nothing.
Oh. You still had your side shields on your glasses.
I showered though. With them on, you know?
Them on, yeah.
Yeah, scrub them.
The windshield wipers just.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I fucking deep cleaned my car last weekend when it was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fucking like detailed that shit because it was getting kind of grody. Smelled like a bunch of fucking kids mouth breathing all the time. With dirty ass geese from jiu-jitsu practice.
Oh, that's
just like sweat and fucking. And it was pretty fucking disgusting. Like there's some shit like just from not dealing with it. I just took the vacuum out, got all the rugs out, steam cleaned them bitches.
Damn.
It was fucking satisfying afterwards. And I was like, "Ooh, I did something today."
I couldn't be asked to do that.
You can't do that shit. You don't fucking do nothing, man. What is something that you do around the house?
I clean it.
Clean at.
I clean
Clean
at. I
at.
clean at. I clean my house.
You do?
I do. I
Like,
hate.
what does
so,
that mean though?
I mean, so I don't. My youngest kids, I personally refuse to touch their room because I will clean their room and then within 10 minutes they have dumped their entire toys out and tracked it all over the house. I
How
refuse
come
to do
they're
it
not cleaning their own room?
because
Well, I
my-
mean, they do, right?
yeah, I mean they. Yeah. So.
Don't worry, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like the back half of the house. Like I right here out in front of my office, I will clean and vacuum because I walk in it, you know, every day, every other day. But the bathroom that's on the other side of this wall, my oldest daughter's room and the youngest rooms, I don't touch because this is my oldest daughter is the only one that uses this bathroom right here.
Oh, really?
You shower, you use the bathroom there, you change, you brush your teeth. It is her bathroom. My littles don't even use it. They use mine. So I'm like, this is your bathroom. You are responsible for cleaning this because when people come over, they use this bathroom. So
Gotcha.
you need to clean this bathroom. So her her room. Her chores are her room, her bathroom, and then she unloads the dishwasher. And then if the living room gets bad because the kids are home all day and they just trash it, I like pay her to help me clip up the living room. Like she has chores where she does because she lives here, and then she has chores where she gets paid for it. So like,
okay, yeah.
like the dining room, she brought her TV out of her bedroom and put it in the dining room so her and the kids can hang out and they played video games, and she kept it out here for like 2 weeks. So she just hung out right in my dining room and it got trashed. Like blankets and just food bowls and just like shit like that. So I'm like, okay, well now you have to clean this. And then when that's done, what I do is I like mop the floors, I do the dishes, put them away, or I don't put them away, my daughter does it, but I load the dishwasher, I clean the living room, I vacuum the living room, I vacuum my bedroom. And that's what I do. Me and my wife alternate on it sometimes too. Like she'll do it. But I mean, I don't clean my house every day because it gets destroyed 10 minutes later. Like if you were to walk in my house right now, you'd be like, yeah, he has kids.
I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like if I had this conversation, I believe I had it with Luca in the other podcast I do, but I really believe that if you have kids and your house is spotless, you are a psychopath.
Yeah, for sure.
There's just no way.
Dude.
There's no other way to
What
describe
the fuck
it.
was that?
I was moving my desk because my camera kept moving.
Okay. You made that face. I was like, oh God, is
Pooping.
he
Yeah, I was gonna
okay?
fart. But I like if I can't stress it enough that like I personally, if you walk in my house and you were disgusted with the fact that I have toys and some of their
Yeah,
clothes
no.
on the floor, and I have like obviously have two sinks, like one side, if there was one side of the sink that is full of dishes and you are disgusted by it, like you don't deserve to be in my life because
Right.
I refuse to work 10 hours a day. My wife,
Fuck that.
when I come home from work, my wife goes to work. So like, I'm not cleaning my house every day. You can kiss my ass. I will make sure
No.
that there's not fucking mold and shit everywhere, obviously. But like, you know,
Yeah, no, I totally trust me. I know.
like it's one of those, hey, give me a call before you come over and I'll like tidy up a little bit, get the kids stuff back in their room. But
Fuck that.
but, like,
That's-
or just
deal
don't
with
come
it.
over. You know, I'm
deal
good.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Don't come over. Just don't.
So yeah, like
I'll go over there.
yeah, like I'll come over. You wanted to have dinner? Sure. When do you want me to be there? What can I bring that I can get from the store? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
almost
cook.
in my head. It's almost more comfortable to walk in the house. Not disgusting, right? You know, obviously.
Obviously,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you got like toys in the corner and fucking magazines on the fucking table or something, whatever, just some shit that's not. If it looks like it's lived in, I'm like, oh man, shit, I'm chilling.
I'm
But if it's like super neat and clean, I'm like plastics on the couch, I'm just like, can I sit here? Is it okay?
You want me to stand?
Yeah,
I can
like, I
sit
just-
outside. You
I
want me to
don't
eat
With
outside?
my hands.
You're sitting there like this with your hands, like I don't want to touch
Yeah.
anything. I didn't wash them as soon as I came over here.
Right? Yeah, that's just like no.
No,
But then
like,
like,
good.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
No,
go ahead.
no, I didn't interrupt you.
We're not gonna do this for 5 minutes. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So my
You're
so my sister-in-law does they have their huge dog. She's a huge dog person. She started doing breeding with French bulldogs and shit. She's been doing it for like the last year and a half. And there's times when, like, not right now, but like a month ago, there was like 19 fucking dogs in that house. I was like, oh my god, how and why? I'm just like, I can't. I like just think about the smell on that house.
My sister-in-law's husband's parents breed dogs. And nope.
Yeah.
Like I go to a house and it'll just smell like dog, and I'm like, not just dog, but like shit too. Because it's like, if you have so many dog like puppies and they all shit at the same time, to get that smell out, almost impossible. It doesn't matter if you immediately pick it up. It's just sorry. No, so
no, yeah, it's all good.
no, so obviously I got a tattoo. And
no, you didn't. That's definitely Sharpie marker.
well, it's a good artist. The protective film that they put on it. The first one I got was supposed to be replaced in 24 hours, which I did. I took it off yesterday. Well, my wife put on another one last night before I went to bed. And what happened is right here in the middle where like there's a dip in the muscle, there was a small air pocket. I mean, couldn't have been bigger than a $50 or $1 or whatever. And in the middle of the night, the air pocket moved out and it bust out the sides. And since I didn't like re-smooth it back down because I was sleeping, obviously, this entire side peeled up overnight. And then when I just went and got in the shower, it just all fell off. And I'm supposed to keep this covered up for another 5 days.
Oh.
So I asked her, I just texted her and I was like, hey, I need you to get me some more of the bandages because this fell off. And she was like, I can't buy them in the store. So I got to figure, I'll probably just saran wrap it. But yeah.
Really? Okay. Was there anything in that bandage, like almost like medicine wise, or I don't know?
I put Aquaphor on it. As far as medicine, none of that A&D shit anymore. They tell me just put Aquaphor on it. At least with this one, like because I didn't have to get this one covered because it's not as big. For maybe those who's listening, I have, if you guys watch anime, I have a Rengoku Demon Slayer sword on my left wrist. It's about the size of a lighter, I guess you could say. And I didn't have to get that one wrapped, but on my right arm, nearly my entire forearm, is Ichigo from Bleach. And that one, the dude wraps because it's so big. And what it's doing is, since there's so much ink, it leaks. My skin still pushes up ink, and that's why it's supposed to be covered for another 5 days, because the first day, like after I left work, I lifted it up and ink was just running down my arm because it just puddles up. And the reason it's supposed to stay covered is while I'm sleeping, it doesn't get all over the bed. So
okay, yeah.
So I'll just saran wrap it tonight, wrap some around it, and then depending on what it looks like in the morning, just keep it on at work, and then just keep it on, and then take it off for 5 days or whatever. But yeah, I just put Aquaphor on it. That's what he said, man. It was kind of wild. I've never heard of that. I mean, but he also did my wife's bicep here, and her tattoo looks great, and she did the same thing. She kept it on for 5 days. So
apparently know what they're talking about. I mean, I would trust the person that did it, right?
yeah, I mean, fuck.
They don't want their shit to get messed up. Then you have to fucking get it fixed.
Yeah, because the guy that does mine offers like guaranteed work. Yeah, so if it fucks up, he's like, yeah, just come in and get it touched up. Like I might go in and get the white right there a little bit brighter, see if you can't redo it since the swelling's down. Because the white is supposed to really pop. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when we're done. So when it's done,
right? Because it's gonna. I mean, the ink is getting pushed out, so it's gonna kind of like be not as bright, right, as it is right now, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because he spent a lot of time on the color.
He really went at it.
So
how sore is it?
So what he uses, it just feels like an open scab. I mean, that's really what it feels like. Like if I touch it, it feels hot, like it's inflamed. Okay. So So, but what was I saying? What he did the entire time is he likes to use a lidocaine spray, which is that shit you put in your mouth, like to numb it.
Oh yeah.
So he used lidocaine on this because what it is an anti-inflammatory as well. By the way, I didn't ask him to do it; he just did it. So what he'll do is like what hurt the most is like is like all of this little shit right here, because he had to outline the entire thing in black. That hurt the most because it's the darkest color. Like if I go like this and rotate my skin, it hurts. It just
You kind of feel it,
yeah, it just feels like a scab. I mean,
Okay. Now, during the process, what was there any? You love getting tattoos, right? How many do you have now? Or was this your first two?
5. I have 5 tattoos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once you get one, I always hear people say once you get one, it's over. You're just addicted to it.
I
You're always
cannot wait to
taking
finish
away.
my sleeve. I cannot wait to finish my sleeve. But what with this, I'll hold it like this so you see. With this, the only thing that hurt is when he took the gun away to get more ink and then put it back on. Like if he'd have just kept it on there the entire time as he was going, I couldn't really feel it. I mean, it just felt like, you know, a little pressure on my arm. Maybe that was the lidocaine spray that he was using, but like when he took it off and then my arm was like, okay, we're done. And then he put it back on and my arm was like, fuck. You know, like that sense of shock is the other thing. But as soon as he started like coloring, dude, we were sitting there watching anime on the TV in there, and I was like texting my wife and shit, so it felt fine.
Right. So was that artist a big fan too of the animes that you
He
were?
was
Or?
so excited to do this tattoo because he doesn't think he's done
Really?
one before.
That's
Yes.
cool. Yeah, like to have an artist do your tattoo and is actually excited to do that one. You're like, okay, yep, you're gonna do a good job.
Yeah. And yes, to answer your question, yes, he does watch anime. He knows all the animes that I want to get done on my arm. So it's nice to go to somebody who's also a fan of it because they're going to take more pride in their work because they're like, fuck Ichigo, this guy in my arm looks badass. I wish, you know, like that type of thing. So yeah,
That's
like I can't wait. Like I'm just going to get like from here or just fucking all done. So not really particularly excited about like this area.
Right, the under part. How much do you think all together, just an estimate, because you know how much that first part
Which
was.
I'll say when you get done asking your question, but
How much do you think the whole arm, like by the end?
if I do each tattoo, probably okay. Well, the front half of my forearm is done, and that was $600. So I would imagine another, you know, here another $600, probably another $600, probably because I have quite a few animes I want to get. So I would probably say close to 2.5 G's. But I mean, I don't intend on getting another one anytime soon.
It's gonna be, yeah, I mean,
Christmas type thing, taxes,
Right.
maybe, but I don't know. Gus, if Gus feels like being nice, like that type of thing. But other than that, I don't,
he just goes, here's tattoo money.
that man's fucking wild. I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh man. So what else have you been doing for the 7 weeks that we don't talk because we hate each other?
Nothing is new with my life. I went to Tennessee.
You did?
I did. I went to Tennessee for a week.
Nice.
You know what? I got a story for you.
It's about fucking time. I've
Okay,
been
here
waiting
we
for you
go.
to fucking get
A
going.
lot of people might already know the story because I already told it once, but here it goes. So, you don't. So I go to Tennessee to visit my mom. We go there for a week. I leave on a Monday or maybe a Tuesday, whatever it is. I drive there. I spend Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with my mom. You, Dan, might not know him, but Stream does. Leon, aka Jordan, is my best friend that lives in Tennessee. We spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday at his house. Friday night, what we like to do is me and him, and then his wife and my life, we like to get together and we like to go to a strip club.
Okay.
It's just our thing. We like to go there. We like to people watch. We also kind of all enjoyed attractive women. So we go, and we go downtown Nashville, and we don't choose where we go. As in me and my wife, his wife does. We roll up to this place, and you are not going to believe the name of it. Good, I'll tell you. Good guess. Deja Vu.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. And it's like right on the corner, right down the strip of fucking Nashville. 2 blocks over is $3,500 a month sky-rise apartments. And then here's this building. Like no on-site parking. Everything's on the street. Like it's fucking downtown. So we walk in. First red flag. It was $52 for me and my wife to walk through the door.
Okay. It's a $26 cover.
I was already pissed. Okay. Then I find out it's full nude. I don't like full nude.
Yeah.
I'm a mystique guy. I like mystery. If you send if let's say you send me a picture, I don't want a full nude picture. I want like a bra or underwear. I'd like to be guessing. I walk in, there's chicks walking around with butt plugs. Okay. I'm like, okay, so strike 2, right? By the way, this doesn't stop at strike 3. I'm letting everybody know. Strike 3, they don't serve alcohol. You have to bring your own alcohol.
Wait, you gotta bring your own.
So I walk in and I see a bunch of people with just cases of Corona and bottles just fucking everywhere.
That's
Strike 3. Okay. I pass all this up and I'm like, okay, whatever. We pay, we sit down. Some girls go through, and they're, as it's continuing to go, they're just going through the motion. And this is a Friday night, you know, it's Friday night. You should be, they're just all doing the same thing, no emotion on their face.
Robots.
You can really tell that they hate their fucking life, right? Yes, like robots. Yes. They're just like, you know, and then, you know, just going about their day. So one girl goes up there. She has, if you look at her from the front, I'm like, you're just like, damn, she is killer. She turns around, looks like a piece of cardboard that's being sold at Home Depot, right? No ass, just fucking, just nothing. Wearing a thong. I swear it's drooping out of the back. It's not even in any cheek, right? So she's dancing, right? And we get there probably around 10:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock, between 9 and the 10:30 span. And I hear her say, and she starts pointing at table. She's like, I know you guys been throwing all night money. I know you guys been throwing money all night. Why aren't you throwing money for me? And she wasn't talking to us because we just got there and we were sitting kind of back. But I'm just like, this bitch, just what?
Yeah.
So I that's strike 4, right? Strike 5 and the final straw. There's this one girl
Sweet,
there.
you just got here. You're at strike 5 already.
Wait, I wasn't there more than an hour. The drive there was longer. So there's this girl up there, and there is, and I can say this, my wife will say it, anybody who went will say it, there is no other word to describe this woman other than flawless. Everything about her was perfect. And she's up there, she goes on one time and she's just fucking making bank. I mean, she had to have walked away with $250 just for a 5-minute song. And so it goes, and then within the hour that we are there, she already comes back on stage. It did a full circle. So we see the same girls after an hour. And I'm just like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, boring, right? So we're sitting close enough now to where I shouldn't say now because we never moved, but we're sitting close enough to where I can hear her. But we're sitting far back enough to where I'm not obligated to do anything. She looks at the bouncer to her right after about 2 minutes in her song and said, is it Friday? Because it feels like a Tuesday. Because no one was throwing money at her. I looked at everybody that was in with my Jordan, his wife, my wife, and I said, I want to leave. It's time to go. I tell them what she said because they were talking, and we literally packed up our shit and went home.
She want that money, dude.
I don't care. You cannot. Maybe it's because I'm not in the profession. Maybe it's because I don't get it. But who are you to be doing what you are doing and then be upset when people don't pay you? Like, you are like, the only service that you are providing is a viewing experience. It's not like you went over in the corner and gave Joe Blow a hand job and he didn't pay you. Like, I paid $52 to walk through your fucking door. You're not going to sit there and demand more money from me.
That's literally would have been my answer. I gave it to the door guy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking dancing like a praying mantis. You're just standing there fucking moving and not doing anything. No emotion on your face. You're not throwing it back like in a rap video. You're just like, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. And you're fucking boring. Why would I pay you to be boring? If I wanted, I could go on Twitter and watch this shit for free. Like, come on. Don't fucking demand money from people in downtown Nashville. Yeah, in downtown Nashville because you're boring as shit. Oh, it made me so mad. Oh, I was like, it's time to go.
So that was the early night, huh?
We were back at the house before 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Damn, man.
I
that
couldn't.
Sucks. That's a bummer.
And every time we go, man, we get fucking lit. We have a DD. They drive us home. I mean, we just have so much fun. And right there ruined the entire weekend for me.
You didn't try to. You were in downtown Nashville. You didn't try to find another bar or nothing.
I just wanted to go home. I was so upset. I wanted to go home.
Wow.
It was kind of cold too, and I'm just like, I just want to go home.
It was kind of cold.
I just want to go. I was like, I just want to go home.
Sweater and
Just want to fucking go home and lay down. I was so upset. I wanted to come home. I didn't even want to go back to their house. I just wanted to go back to Michigan. So upset. Meanwhile, I still had $250 in my wallet that I was gonna use at the strip club, but
You say anything to the person that said, "Hey, let's go to this one"?
yeah, I just stared at her. I was like, we're never going to that one again. We usually go to one in Huntsville, Alabama, because it's wild, but it's one of the best clubs I've ever. I mean, I say it's one of the best because I've only been to 2. So I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is bad booty ruin your night. You're goddamn right.
It's a bad booty ruin.
That is the title of this podcast. Is bad booty will ruin your night. You better fucking title this podcast that.
I sure will.
And watch it get taken down on YouTube. And that's anything goes. You're only on exclusive on Spotify. I'm not gonna talk about the gift, Sean.
Wait, why?
So I get to Jordan's house, right? We are getting ready to go to the club. Girls got all ready. I literally threw a shirt on, threw some pants on, did my hair, and I'm good to go. And I get there earlier. We get there early in the morning too. And his wife was like, "Hey, Jordan, why don't you go get him the gift that Gus got him? Or you guys got him, or whatever," she said.
Uh-huh.
And my first thought is they came together and they got me and Jordan a nice bottle of alcohol for us to drink together, since we don't ever really see each other. And he was like, "No, we got to do it later when everybody in Discord's around so we can video call." And I'm sitting there like, I really want to take a drink of this. I really want to do this. I want to see what my friends obviously put some thought into this gift if they sent it before I got here, so it would be ready for me when I got here.
Oh boy.
So I get the box. It is wrapped in two, I think it's 2 entire rolls of painter's tape. The blue tape wrapped all the way around it. Two rolls all the way around it. And I'm just like, they're like, "By the way, you can't have a knife." And I'm like, nice. So I'm like ripping it all away, and it's heavy. I'm like, fuck, this is it's gotta be a nice bottle. So I'm being really careful with it, right? I finally get to the point where I can just stick my hand in and rub it on the side. As I stick my hand in and rub it, I don't feel a bottle. I feel rubber.
I knew that was coming.
So you already know what it is, so I don't have to say it. They said, "Alex, take it out." I take it out. I can't close my hand around this thing. Dan, it's the size of my forearm.
It's the forearm plus.
It was gigantic, Dan.
Oh shit. And it went right into your booty.
So I put it back in the box and I fucking set it on top of his dresser and I'm like, "We're leaving."
Leaving.
So I'm on my way home, and as I'm on my way home, you still have the video? Sean. You know, Sean, I don't ever, I'm actually saying this live. I don't ever want to hang out in a video call with you ever again.
That poor guy.
Nah, he records us and he puts us on Go XLR so we can fucking push buttons and he hears our voices, and now he's fucking, I fucking hate him. But anyways, so I'm on my way home. We're driving because I drove to Tennessee. So
yeah,
I don't record anybody, by the way, Luca. I don't know how. I just have it set there. So whatever. So anyways, I'm driving home and I'm in a Discord call with all of them. Kids are kind of asleep and I hear Gus go, "Hey, where's that gift I got you?" And I was like, "I left that back in Tennessee, buddy. I definitely did not bring that thing home with me." And he was like, "I spent $60 on that."
Yeah, you did.
I was like, you just blew your nose on $60 and threw it in the trash can, because you couldn't ever expect me to take that home with me. Like,
I've been to Cirillas. I know how expensive that shit is.
Bro, you know what I should have done though is I should have brought it and just fucking stuck it on the wall, use it like a coat hanger. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, for real.
Fucking gigantic thing.
Every couple days you just hear, it's like, oh, that fell off again. Damn it.
Oh, I love you, Sean. But yeah. That's the only new thing with me is I went to go visit my mom.
and you didn't even visit your mom.
I did visit my mom. I said at the
know.
beginning of the story that I spent the week with her.
Calm down.
You
God
calm down.
damn it. All right, buddy. It's dinner time for me,
Yeah, I'm gonna go RP.
and you're gonna go fucking RP.
Mm.
I don't know why I said fucking.
That's pretty fucking rude, dude.
Yeah, I know. But all right, so you're gonna be streaming the rest of the night then?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get the video probably tomorrow and try to have it up by tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Peace out, Girl Scout.